Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another trade recap. Get your tea ready. You got some green tea, honey, lemon, delicious. Let's get right into it. So there was some news yesterday very early in the morning. Didn't really care about this, but then 11 p.m. unemployment claims. So I was kind of wanting to get out before 11 p.m. if I took a trade. But yeah, I was looking at all pairs and every pair was quite similar. I was looking at GJ very nicely because we can see this equilibrium from this big 4-hour move down was very nicely tapped to then go down even lower on the 4-hour because we broke structure to the upside, but it was just to hit this equilibrium. And then GU didn't look that great. I wasn't really wanting to take a trade on GU because we had on GU and EU swept lots of weekly liquidity. We got this high, this high. No, it hasn't been swept. But then on EU, we had this high, this high, this high, this high, and fair value gap, which we're in currently. And the 4-hour broke structure to the downside on EU on Wednesday, and then same thing on GU, but then we broke back to the upside. So I wasn't wanting to take shorts on GU, but GJ and EU shorts were looking in order. And then another thing, all the pairs came up pre-market, swept Asia, or GJ swept Asia high here, here, and New York high. And then GU swept Asia high and EU swept Asia high. And then I was looking at shorts on here. Let me just block these drawings for you guys. So we swept Asia high here pre-market, and then we broke structure to the downside with this big candle. And then market opens on this blew up candle here. And what I was looking for was the equilibrium retracement. And if we just go like that, bang, we got equilibrium, as we can see. And there's also a blue box here, which is the fair value gap, which also got hit. And then similar things on all the pairs. You know, we got a fair value gap here, but this was actually confusing because GU market opens and we see a big up candle coming up all the way and engulfed all the candles up to Asia high, and it looked like it was just going to keep going. And it also had the 4-hour uptrend, and GJ was the pair with the very nice 4-hour. I don't know why I'm lagging here. GJ, we were consolidating above these highs, making doji candles, and then about 6 o'clock we started breaking down, making fair value gaps, right? But GU, we had already done that. And yeah, I was second guessing, as I'll show you guys, but then equilibrium, fair value gap, retracement, and then what do we see? We see 1 minute inverse fair value gap, and then we get a break of structure down here. And I was thinking of entering here, I think. I was thinking of entering here, but we honestly, it was good I waited. I got better risk reward, but I was just honestly just second guessing because of GU, that big up candle. So I waited a little bit, and then we come down Okay, I'll just remove this equilibrium to make it a bit simpler. We come down. Let me just remove the drawings because this is like very confusing. I know a lot of my viewers don't actually trade, so just try to break it down for you guys. But we come down, break structure, and then we break structure back to the upside. And then this gap in the market here, we tap that, and then we get break of structure below this low and an inverse fair value gap, which I have marked out as this blue. See, blue fair value gap, this dark gray box for inverse fair value gap. And then what actually happened was my broker entered me in up here at 4.5, and that was really nice. That's where I was like entering at. I'm like, okay. And then for some reason it chucked me in down here at 3.1, which the wick candle didn't even go down there. But anyway, that just made my risk reward quite trash. So yeah, I had my position in the middle of them, and then it was just, where are my take profits? I had two take profits, one at this middle of this 15-minute fair value gap, and one at Asia low. So like 1.3 and then 1-3 risk reward. And what happened was price was coming down. It's nice. What is this marked out for? Is that TP? There's lots of markings going on. It would be better if I had done this yesterday when it was all fresh. Now, if you guys can't tell, I'm a bit sick, so brain's probably working a bit slow right now. Still profiting, reading the markets. But we came down and then we made this retrace up, not into equilibrium, but it was enough for a 1 minute retrace, and then we see big candles down. So this red line, I moved my stop loss down to there, so it was a little bit in profit. And then we see it going down, and then I have this little one marked out because we see retrace and we see break of structure, and I was honestly thinking of entering here because the risk reward was so bad on this that the amount of profit I was gonna make, it wasn't even worth it. And I think I accidentally de-risked a little bit maybe, but yeah, the profit was just not great. So I was thinking of re-entering. Luckily I didn't, but honestly I think of scaling into positions, like just researching it and looking at where is a good place to scale into a position is a good idea to maximize profits. But yeah, so that didn't work. And then stop loss got hit on this trade, bang, made like $30 there. Not much. Yeah, because this is TB1, got hit, and then stop loss was there at like $10 in profit. So yeah, it wasn't that great. And then $30, but it was only like not even an hour into market open, and all of these pairs are now going down. We're seeing these fair value gaps form on every pair, and I'm looking at entries while my trade is running to get into, because it looks like every pair is sweeping Asia low and Asia high and going down to Asia low, which every pair did. And yeah, so on GJ, I was just trying to find like a good 1 minute entry. This was probably the best one. We get some sweeps of some low resistance liquidity here, but nothing great to enter off of. And GU, if we got to retrace into 15-minute structure like fair value gaps, equilibrium, would have been great. But yeah, there's just like nothing to enter. If we swept this high, probably could have entered. But luckily EU, gave us another entry to take another trade. So to maximize profits on this move down, let's take a little tea break real quick. All right, so then what we see, where was the equilibrium placed? There was, let me just clear this up for you guys. Boom, equilibrium, fair value gap for the first trade, and then bang, that's gone, bang, that's gone. All right, so we see this fair value gap here on the 15-minute, and then 15-minute equilibrium marked out from this high to this low. And it was literally the same exact entry, equilibrium, fair value gap, 1 minute inverse fair value gap, break structure. So, but the thing was, I made $30 on this trade. So I'm like, all right, do I risk 50, 40? Because I risked 1% on the 5K funded. But I was like, all right, I'll just risk 30. Don't want to end the day on the L, so it'll end up break even on the day. But what I learned from this is probably just to risk $50 every trade, and even increasing on higher quality trades. And because this was literally the same exact trade, you can see on the 15-minute, it was just later. We see the first entry was on this move up, going down, and then we just had another move up with same exact confluences to go down. So why would I be risking 30 on this one and 50 on the other one? Well, this one was like probably only 44, because I don't know, just like wasn't fully focused. But yeah, just the entry down here, my broker just entering me down super low, bit annoying. But I managed to profit on this move down even more. So bang, get rid of that. Equilibrium, fair value gap, 1 minute. All I was looking for was break a structure now, and we also had this fair value gap here. We didn't inverse it on that candle, but then we get another nice move down and fully inverse this fair value gap here. Boom, inversed. I entered, and I think I gotta get better at my entries, because I'll like second guess it a bit, and then I'll see it going down and I'm like, all right, I'll enter. But if I had entered up, maybe I won't get right there, but if I had gotten right like there, it's increasing my risk reward 3.19, 2.65, so it increases it a lot. And also, yeah, I wasn't sure where to put stop loss. I thought I put it at the body of this candle, but yeah, I just put it up there. Yeah, and 2 take profits again. 1 at this 15-minute body candle, the candle body, and at Asia low. And then yeah, finally bang, I was just waiting for TP1 to get hit, and at the start of this trade it was going up a lot into drawdown, and I just like try to think of trades now not as losses and wins, but as if it goes like this, it's just a lesson, and if it goes like this, read the markets correctly, but still, what can I learn from this? How can I maximize my profits when I win? And in this trade, I should have risked more on this position, because I wasn't scaling into the other trade. I was literally just taking another trade the exact same as that. and even if I lost it, it would have only been like -20 on the day, and I still made 60 on this trade, which was nice because I read all the markets. Like, we're going from Asia high to Asia low. It was very clear on all 3 pairs, so I wanted to maximize my profits on the move down. And once TP1 got hit, it was very nice. I'm moving stop loss to 1 minute retraces now to more aggressively trail my stop instead of just chucking it at break even, because like I'll have it at break even, but like, what is this level here? There's highs up here, is like all the way down here, price will be all the way down here, and my stop loss is just here. But now I'll put my stop loss at like this high when it's down there, and if price comes up, I've hit all this profit here isn't lost. I get all that, like whatever that risk reward would be. Let's see. But yeah, I did that on the other trade as well, which was good because break even got tapped anyway on the other trade, which I forgot to talk about. But yeah, just trying to maximize my profits. And where's my, oh, I know what it was. Bang. Well, 2.65 risk reward. But yeah, once TP1 got hit, I was like safe. Chuck stop loss there. Can eat my dinner or watch YouTube. Do whatever. Listen to a podcast. But yeah, that was the move down. Sorry if this is a bit of a longer video for you guys and a bit less entertaining, but yeah, I'm quite sick at the moment, and I just realized my phone hasn't been recording my mic, so I don't know how long that has been going on, but it's still good quality on the camera. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.